We see Jang Yi asking Xin about her power and asking if it wasn't an offensive type ability. Hearing that, Xin tells Jang Yi that her ability is so dangerous that she can't even think about using it on him, and that scares Jang Yi. So, in a stuttering voice, he asks what exactly her power does that makes it so dangerous. He hears her explaining that her ability is called Angel of Desire, which grants her the extraordinary ability to control people's hearts and emotions. She explained to everyone gathered in the room that she gained a unique power. Anyone who is struck by the arrow of the angel will have their emotions intensely amplified, whether it's love, hatred, or any other feeling. With this power at her disposal, she can manipulate and control their hearts, bending their desires and emotions to her will. She looked at Jang Yi with an excited face and told him that it was a wonderful ability to be able to play with the hearts of anyone at will. Meanwhile, Jang Yi was freaking out, hearing everything and observing how she was reacting to her new powers. He couldn't help but think that this kind of ability suited her perfectly, but he also wondered why she had to gain such a disturbing power. Jang Yi decided to stay vigilant around her, just in case she decided to use that power on him, making him fall in love or hate someone against his will. The thought of being manipulated like that sent shivers down his spine, and he knew he had to be cautious in her presence. So, to change the subject, Jang Yi quickly turned around and began reaching for the food on the table. In an attempt to stay on her good side, he offered her some food from his portion and told her to eat up. He hoped that this gesture would divert her attention from her new, unsettling powers and foster a sense of camaraderie. As he handed her the food, he flashed a friendly smile, trying to ease the tension and create a more relaxed atmosphere. As he was doing that, he hears Xin asking about his mission against the Eclipse group and if he encountered any danger when he went to destroy that group. This question caught the attention of everyone, and they waited to hear what Jang Yi had to say. He informed everyone that the operation failed disastrously, with the Celestial team nearly being annihilated. He delivered the grim news that Captain Deng Shentong, the esteemed leader of the Celestial team, had also lost his life in the ferocious battle. As he detailed the events, he revealed that the Eclipse group had a significant advantage due to someone within their ranks possessing the uncanny ability to foresee future events. This individual used their foresight to orchestrate the downfall of the Celestial team, strategically targeting and eliminating most of their members before they could even react. The revelation of such a powerful ability left everyone in shock, understanding now why the Celestial team was caught off guard and overwhelmed. Listening to everything, Su Chengli asked if the Jiangnan region was planning on using all their powers now to take out the Eclipse group and commented that there was no way they would fail this time. Then, Ling Yu said that it wouldn't be so easy to take them out, as even in the previous battle, if Zhang Yi hadn't suddenly come out and killed 4 Eclipse members, the battle would have been a complete and utter defeat. Uncle Yu also started to panic, thinking about everything. He wondered how powerful those mutants were that they managed to take out such a powerful team from Blizzard City. Just as he was saying that, all of them heard Xin say that she sensed a conspiracy in this matter, which took Jang Yi by surprise. Curious, he asked her what she was talking about. Xin explained that, from the Celestial team, she had only seen Captain Bian Junwu, who was an exceptionally powerful mutant. She remarked that taking out such a formidable individual wouldn't be easy. Jang Yi agreed, adding that if he didn't know about Bian Junwu's abilities, it would be difficult for him to take him out too. All of a sudden, a thought hit him, and he asked Xin, "Are you saying that it would have been impossible for the other party to kill Deng Shentong and other mutants from the Celestial team without knowing and understanding their abilities?" She told Jang Yi that it seemed weird that none of their members survived and that they were taken out by the enemy's hands before Jang Yi intervened. Someone had already informed them about their abilities, so they came prepared. Jang Yi told her it was a possibility, but since they have a member with the ability to foresee the future, it wouldn't have been difficult for them to predict Deng's abilities. Xin explained that if it was possible for them to predict the abilities of their opponents, then how come they only managed to take out the Celestial team while the other mutants survived? That shocked everyone, and Jang Yi asked if she was saying that there was a mole in Blizzard City. Zhou said that it was impossible, as Blizzard City was mostly composed of warriors and soldiers. There was nothing anyone from there would gain by cooperating with someone like the Eclipse group. Everyone else also agreed with her, saying that soldiers would never betray their own country. But Xin was still certain about the possibility of a spy in their ranks. She told them, This may sound outrageous, but no matter how you look at it, if there wasn't an insider helping them, the Jiangnan region wouldn't have lost so miserably. Hearing everything, Jiang Yi started to wonder if this could be the work of Commander Zhu Zhang. As the prestige and power of the Deng family grew in Blizzard City, it threatened his position. Jiang Yi speculated that Commander Zhu Zhang might have felt cornered and saw an opportunity to secure his dominance by allying with the Eclipse Group. By orchestrating the fall of Deng Shintong, he could weaken the family's influence and regain control over the city. The thought of such betrayal and political maneuvering made Jiang Yi uneasy, realizing that the stakes were higher than he initially imagined. If his suspicions were correct, the battle against the Eclipse Group was not just about defeating their enemies, but also about navigating a treacherous web of power struggles within their own ranks. We see Xin telling Jiang Yi if he had ever thought about why Commander Zhu Zhang wants him to be the captain and lead a new investigation team. She comments that this seems suspicious, that he is so desperately trying to convince him to become the team captain. To this, Jiang Yi tells her that it is because his ability can help them deal with the Eclipse Group since they can't read his future, so they won't know what to expect. Xin tells him, exactly. Now that the goal of some people in Blizzard City is complete after the death of Captain Deng Shintong, all that is left is to deal with the Eclipse Group and drive them out of Huashu Kingdom. But the last thing they expected was to find an outsider who is capable of dealing with the Eclipse Group. After that, Commander Zhu Zhang's plan will be complete, and he will solidify his position in Blizzard City. Hearing everything, Jiang Yi understands that by pushing him, an outsider, to the forefront, as he has no foundation in Blizzard City, even if he completes this task, he won't pose a threat to the higher-ups. He tells Xin that she could be right about this and wonders how he is supposed to get out of this situation. Xin reassures him, saying that he shouldn't worry too much about it, as he is the safest person in Blizzard City. She adds that if he takes the position of captain, relative peace can be achieved within Blizzard City. Jiang Yi tells her he hopes she is right, but if the situation gets dangerous or he feels that his life is in danger, he will run away immediately to save himself. To this, Xin offers to go with him and says that she wants to help him with the mission. Jiang Yi flicks her forehead and tells her he can't guarantee that he will always be by her side to protect her if he takes her with him. He reminds her that he has no experience on a real battlefield and asks if she isn't afraid. Xin tells him she isn't afraid and that it would be better for him to take his own people since he can't trust anyone in Blizzard City. Uncle Yu also agrees with her and tells Jiang Yi that the people in Blizzard City may not be trustworthy, so they should rely on each other. He offers to join him in this mission. Jiang Yi informs him that the opponent this time isn't a joke. Even Blizzard City has carefully selected elites to participate in the battle. He tells Uncle Yu that he needs to think about this before making a decision. He tells all of them to eat up first, and after that, they can talk about this matter. The story fast-forwards to midnight, and we see Xin in her room when someone knocks on the door. As the door opens, she sees Jiang Yi standing outside. He shows her 2 guns and tells her that it is entirely up to her to decide if she wants to come with him. He explains that these 2 guns have very little recoil, so she should have no problem using them. He hands her the weapons and informs her that one of them contains origin bullets, which are used to deal with mutants, while the other one contains ordinary bullets, which are used to deal with regular people. Hearing that, she starts to check the weapons and tells Jiang Yi that she understands. Seeing her handling the weapons so skillfully, Jiang Yi asks if she has been practicing her marksmanship and was waiting for this chance to join him on the mission. Xin tells him yes, she had been practicing for this for a long time. Jiang Yi informs her that when they get to Blizzard City, they will get her a suitable suit to wear, and then let Hua be responsible for protecting her safety. He pats her head and tells her that when he gets to the battlefield, he will try his best to take her with him. However, when they encounter a powerful mutant, she must stay away from him. After that, Xin hugs Jiang Yi and thanks him for giving her a chance to prove her strength. Jiang Yi tells her not to worry, he will bring her back safely. The story fast-forwards to the next day, and we see Jiang Yi has invited some guests over to discuss something. It was the people from the major base forces. A man in gray asks Jiang Yi the reason for this sudden call, and whether anything happened with the Eclipse Group. Jiang Yi informs them that Linhai City has been destroyed and Jiangnan City is also on the verge of destruction. Now that the Eclipse Group has fled, he is afraid their next target could be their Tianhai City. He instructs all of them to stay at their base until this matter is resolved. He then turns towards Chang Jinghuan and informs him that he needs to take extra precautions. If the opponent attacks Tianhai City, it will most likely be from the sea, so he needs to keep an eye on the coastlines. Hearing that, the man tells him he will keep that in mind and arrange for people to patrol the coastline to prevent them from getting through. After that, Jiang Yi informs all of them that he will be returning to Blizzard City to assist with the mission. While he is gone, they are in charge of the city's safety, so they should be careful and not make any mistakes that might cause them trouble. Afterward, he starts to think about what Xin told him last night at the dinner table and hopes that they don't fall into some trap.